Well, Coach, thank you for your time this morning. To start off, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm very excited to talk to you. And of course, the time is coming soon that we're going to meet in the practicing in the clinic. So, to be short about myself, I have behind me more than 20 years of coaching, different level. As a young coach, of course, I passed through all youth programs, working also with the national team of Serbia in this early age. Through my career, of course, it was a lot of destinations, a lot of teams, a lot of countries. I have really rich experience being a little bit of everywhere in Europe, and to be short right now for let's say for my career, it's a long list of teams and clubs and countries that I really work for. But right now my coaching position is I'm a first assistant of Serbian national team, so it's a kind of a new chapter and experience for me. And the last club job that I had was Bayern Munich. I spent beautiful 6 years in the club in the city. First of all, building the youth program. Actually, my goal was to establish and build the second team and under 19 program, and connect to the first team, because we all know as a coaches that this is the weakest like stage for the players when they become a junior, so they finish the junior stage and then they should join the professional level. So that was the first part of my job in Munich, and then later on I was a part of the professionals. So I spending the years as an assistant coach and then ending as a head coach of Bayern Munich, which is my last let's say club job experience. In the past, I was really kind of globetrotter, working in Germany, in Lithuania, in Italy, in Russia. Let's say even I'm coming from Serbia, I spent just 2 years coaching in Serbia. So let's say that my experience is abroad, and it's a long tour. So from that point, I'd say in these 20 years, was really a lot of basketball behind in a different level, and of course with the different level of the players and organizations. So it was good time, and of course now we look forward for the new challenges. So let's say to be short in that, because it's a list of for me it's a long list.
So for sure, and that's an impressive list. That's not just only long. If you have to take out one highlight from your coaching career, which one would you name?
Yeah, good question. I would like to say, the most important for me, I would like not highlight, but in general, is that you have challenges everywhere in every kind of position you have, and you should just get best out of you and give to the players and to the organization that you grow together to the goals that you actually plan with. So this I would like to say like that, because I said it was a lot of things. I couldn't say one thing that could be a highlight, or it was a long tour, and like I say, for me the most important is always everywhere give your best as a coach, and to integrate as best as possible, to feel that everywhere you are, you have your family, basketball family. So this is how I can describe it, not to say highlight, but to describe this long tour that I had behind me.
And also, when you describe that from the long experience that you had, you were all the way to developing the youth and bringing them to a higher level, all the way up to the really the high performance teams to compete. I would almost say, which part do you enjoy best and why?
Every part is. I can now one more time. It's difficult because if for me it's most important that in every job you need to enjoy. Either work you with really beginners in the basketball, which is the most sensitive group because you need to give them the love to the game. You need to give them the first lesson to the game. Then till end when you work with the high level professionals where we need to work for another goals. But in general, working with the players, different age, different level. The first goal is always you need to come to the players, give them your knowledge, give them your heart, and guide them together to the goals that you set up. And what's important is, everybody can develop. So either low level or high level, you need to give your best to improve or develop any player. There is no limit in basketball that anyone can say, I know everything or I did everything. So this is like a challenge for every coach. And from that point, I can say, that I enjoy more in one or in another. In every job, I found my passion, my love, and when I see also from the other side when connection between the coach and players are well done, then of course this is one journey that you enjoy with together with the players and with the team that you coach.
So can you tell me why you had the young players in the Netherlands, or maybe even just cross the border from Germany or Belgium, should join the clinic that you're going to give here in Weert in a couple of weeks?
This is great. Every clinic, every session with the basketball is a new opportunity for everyone. So from that point, this is for me always important to everyone, either player or coach or whoever is close to the basketball. Every session is one new opportunity to meet the people, a new opportunity to hear something, to see something new, to share some experience, to get some point that maybe is missing right now to anyone. So especially today where it's a lot of opportunities for sessions, for clinics, for all those things. I think that everyone should search for this opportunity to always get better with at least one thing that can see that fits to him or can help him to be better, because we all know that improving and developing is on the daily basis. So means from that point, I see this is a right opportunity for the players, for the coaches, but also to me. This is a new opportunity, new experience, and I'm a coach who likes this interactional communication. So talking about all topics, and we know how much topics in basketball we have on a daily basis. It's something what can help everyone to be better. So this I see it that way.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to address quite a bit of time on fundamentals, because we know that Serbian basketball is very strong in its basketball fundamentals. Is that what people can expect, or will you also address more basketball topics during those clinics?
Absolutely, because everything what we see in basketball, like you say, oh, hey, okay, this team is playing great. So the way they play looks so easy, so simple. It's not because they just brought together this to the court. It's about how much fundamentals they have in their hands and in the mind. Of course, working on the fundamentals is from an early age till end of the career for every player, but also for every coach to insist on these details and trying to bring them to the best performing. So fundamentals are just the most important part of the basketball. As you have these fundamentals on the best level, then of course helps you to play basketball on the best level. So of course we're gonna share thoughts and show something about fundamentals, talking about details, and I think that's always important.
And the second day is going to be the coaching clinic. How do you address that? How will that work? What will the agenda look like?
Actually, we decided together with the organization that one of the topic will be the switching defense, which is let's say, we would like to say, modern topic. Even this topic exists for many years, but as a basketball now in Europe going to this direction, that this is a, let's say, one of the main part of the strategy, defensive strategy of every team. Then we decided to take this part of the topic for the clinic, where we're going to discuss about, okay, how today we see this part of the defensive strategy, and what exactly are points of that, and how to work on and develop to be one strength of the team, defensive strength of the team. So I believe that it's going to be a lot of interesting informations for all of us, of course, sharing also with the coaches by the questions or by the thoughts that they're going to have. Of course, I think that we're going to have a really good time.
And do you expect like that there will be a lecture from yourself, so you're going to educate all the coaches who will join, or do you also expect a certain level of interaction and maybe even the coaches bringing certain topics to the table?
Of course, I'm going to give my thoughts and the details that I have and I use in my coaching. But of course, like I said, I like I'm sorry. Let's say interactive communication. So that way, you know, I would like also to hear other coaches with some questions, with some ideas that they have, and then we can of course discuss about, because there's always from different seeing one detail, you can always see from different angles. So it's always important and always gives and develop different ideas about that. So like I said, this is the time and place where we can really enjoy it from both sides.
And then finally, I mean, a lot of coaches, but also players think about, oh, it's almost the end of the season, so it's time to relax, just to take it easy, and then watch it again as soon as the summer comes and then pick up basketball again. What would you tell them?
Of course, it's never change in the basketball since I'm in basketball, is that we all know how tough the season right now is for every age, for every level of basketball. Of course, we all know how important it is to have a rest, to have a good practice, and all the other things that are important for every player. But in general, the only period of the year where the players can be focused to improve and develop something on the body or on their basketball is off the season. So this is the most important part. If someone really have passion and love to develop something in his game. So I suggest everyone that summer is good time, of course, time also to spend with the family, with the friends, to enjoy some other things out of basketball, which is also important. But in general, they should have in a daily calendar, or let's say they should have always basketball every single day to do something for the body and for their skills, because that's the only period really they can improve. When the season starts, of course, there are always practice time for everything, individual practice, team practice, whatever, but this is a different kind. This is the time where everyone can be 100% focused by himself, or of course with some coaches where they can give a 100% focus on one player to try to develop the details that are important for the game. And then, of course, when the season starts, to implement this improvement to the season that is coming up, and then everybody will be happy.
Well, that sounds good. Thanks a lot, Coach, now for your time. I'm personally, but I'm pretty sure that all the players and the coaches really look forward to your training on the 11th of 12th of June. And I think it's really exciting that you take the time to come to Weer and to help to establish a further level of basketball over here.
one more time, thank you very much also for invitation, and I'm really happy to join you soon and to spend the time with you. And I hope that we're gonna have a good time in June. So let's keep rolling.
Thank you once again, and enjoy the Final Four in Belgrade, which is happening right now. And see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, Coach, thanks a lot for your time and joining us for a call about the clinic, which we're going to have in a couple of weeks. I think it would be good if we can do an introduction to the people who joining or are still considering to join. So kicking off, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Nebojsa Vidic. I am a Serbian coach, 49 years old. Usually I look better than now, but I don't know what's happened today. I played in Serbia, only in Serbia as a player. I started my coaching career over there, and I did from the bottom to the top, all levels in Serbia. Okay, starting with of course youth. I had my own basketball club before I became a professional and left my city because of my coaching job. My first year abroad was in Iceland, which was great experience. After that, I was in Russia in a few top clubs, so Lokomotiv Kuban, Red October from Volgograd. I was assistant coach over there in Dirk Bauerman invited me to be his assistant coach. In local, I was coaching a second team, and I was working with a men's team, professional team. After that, I was 4 years coach here in Bulgaria in Balkan, where I had a really successful run, 3 playoff finals. Last year, 18-19, we won a title here and had a really good performance and run in a Euro Cup, FIBA Euro Cup. We reached a top 8 of that competition. After that, I spent a year in Nizhny Novgorod as a assistant coach, advisor, as head coach called me. And this year, after a COVID year, I'm again in Balkan. And right now, you interrupt me watching my next and last opponent for this season, because we reach a final again, so we're gonna play a playoff final.
Great. When is that gonna happen?
The series start 27th.
Okay, so next weekend.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
Good stuff. So, which part of your coaching career are you the most proud of?
Interesting question. Nobody asked me that. Well, when you win a championship, I think there is no dilemma. Especially it was a really tough year. It's not easy to work here. This is the biggest basketball city in Bulgaria. So not the biggest city. It's not a big city actually, but the biggest basketball city. And it's tough to work here. Everybody have big expectations. So we really had a good team. We were a family. I spent a really tough but a nice year with my guys, and I'm in contact with all my foreigners who really step up that after that year with me, even on a Euro Cup level, Champions League level. So I'm really proud on that what we did that year, 18-19.
Good. Well, and maybe you're going to get another highlight over the upcoming series, which you're going to have completed once you get to the clinic in Meer.
Hope that's going to happen.
For sure. So if we talk a little bit about the clinic, if I would join as a player, what can I expect from your contribution to that clinic?
I told you what I did during the, during the season. But during the summer, I will go backwards. So 2 summers ago, so there was the year before I signed in Nizhny Novgorod. I was in a summer league. I was a coach on that. That's a worldwide agency organized that summer league. So not that NBA summer league, but that, how to call it, private summer league, or however how to call it, I don't know. So I participate over there as a coach, and last until before this COVID, 12, 13 years, we have our basketball camp, ACG Academy, with friend of mine who is his name is really a brand in Russia. He was 5-6 years a national team assistant coach. So we work with mostly with the Russian kids, but last few years we had kids from all over the Europe, Israel, France, Germany, all over the Europe, let's say, even China, a few kids. So a lot of experience. Every summer, 40 to 45 days. We have 2 destinations, one in Serbia, one in Montenegro. So I'm in contact, let's say, with the youth, with the fundamentals, with the kids. So let's say that I could talk about and show them what we do on our camp, what I did having my own basketball school, and of course, if they want to know what I do to prepare my professional team.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be very interesting because, well, Serbian
to go all the end to the final.
Okay. You got a little bit of an internet interruption there, but I think that the Serbian players always are very sound on their fundamentals. Does it also mean that that's going to be the biggest emphasis that you have on the clinics, both instructing the players, but also giving them probably some homework for like the summer vacation coming up?
Well, for a clever kids, everything what we're gonna do, not only me, it's like a homework, So you can do it. You can do it when a clinical camp finish. So I hope I'm gonna help them, and not only me, but all 4 lecturers over there. Well, listen, Serbian basketball school. Maybe we have some problem in our country, but basketball is not part of that. So that's something we are really good at. And as I told you a few days ago, last year we had an NBA MVP, EuroLeague MVP, and Eurocup MVP. This year is back-to-back NBA MVP player, Jokić. We have a Eurocup MVP player, Miloš Teodosić, and we have MVP Final Four, and probably the player who was the best in those 2 games. That's Vasa Vasiljevic. So definitely Serbia is the basketball country. Nobody can deny that.
So we for sure will not do that, because in our pre-discussion we already talked a lot for Jokić, so that's no question there. And I really enjoy and really looking forward to what you can bring to the players over here and to teach them something there. Just switching a little bit to the coaching clinic, how do you see that happening? What's the ideal setup for you? How that would work for the people join?
I talk a bit with Radenko, and we're gonna have, of course, a few more talks to, I'm on your service, so I will talk with him what would be the best way. My topic is fundamental developing guards, and it's a you can talk about a lot of things over there. So, but beside that, I would like have a lot of experience. Did clinics in Iceland, in my country, even one in Poland. So in Bulgaria here as well. So have a lot of experience. So I would like to have a good interaction with the people over there. So everything I gonna talk about, I know that, so they can interrupt me anytime. And I would like to make like a, what's a good word? That interaction, between me and the coaches, and the coaches between themselves, and to me really to tell them and give them that what they need.
Yeah, so you're not looking really to have like a lecture. It will be a lot of dialogue, and you also hope then, I guess, what you say, that coaches will also bring their own examples and questions to the table.
Exactly. I'm open, and I would like really to hear that. And I always like to give an examples, to mention some name we can mention, because people is always like to hear that about somebody, and that's a better way to pick up some information and to stay longer in their head.
Yeah, that sounds really good. What would you say to the people who want to join, or maybe still have a doubt to join the clinic, both the players and the coaches? What would you tell them?
I already said that before. Today you have everything on internet. You can press one button and see everything you want. But if you ask me where I improved my basketball knowledge the most, that was in talks and meeting with other coaches, even coaches who work on a lower level than myself. Okay, so beside the fact they're gonna listen some, let's say, experienced coaches, Serbian coaches, etc. They will be in one basketball environment, which is for me the perfect way to share ideas, to hear something new, even to hear something maybe wrong, to know, that's a wrong. I will not do it that way. I disagree with that, and maybe that gonna, how to say, confirm that you do or that you did so far is a proper way. So that the basketball environment is something which really help coaches to become a better.
That sounds really good. I think we will be looking forward to have you for the clinic. I'm pretty sure that the players and the coaches who will join or still want to join will have a blast by doing so and learn a lot of things and just talk hoops.
I would like to see as many coaches as possible, so I invite them as well. It's my pleasure. It's going to be my pleasure, and I am honored to be there.
Great. We'll see you then. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you, Hans. Thank you, all of you guys.
Have a good evening and good luck with your playoff games.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Ciao, ciao.